The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Please confirm audio video. Please check now. All right. So guys, everyone looks fine now. Let's move ahead. Talk about recap. We have seen in the previous session two types of responsibilities we have in the office. One is related to external security. Second is internal security. We also saw when it's a matter of cloud computing, then we have to be quite careful because of external security, because it just need ID and password and a person can log in from any location. That's why. After this, let's proceed. What exactly will happen after IP address setting? In the market, while taking interviews for various companies, I have seen this issue. So please note, when someone is trying to log in with different IP address, then it will be careful. It will not allow the login directly. Then after that, what will happen? Then after that, the concerned person will be forced to double authenticate. It will force to authenticate one more time to the concerned person. Please know. And after that, the login will happen. Okay. So remember this process. Double authentication will happen. Next. After that, let me tell you one more scenario related to this. So, what kind of further things we need to be taking care? What kind of further things we should know? Okay, let's see. By the way, whether the OTP will come on SMS or email during or while you created when you created Salesforce account at that time, depending on what details you are given, email, mobile number, whatever happened, based on that, things will be used. Email or SMS. It will be dependent on that only. Next. And please note that then by using that OTP, the person can log in. So if email address, username, password is correct, but IP address is not correct, then Salesforce will allow you to log in by OTP. This is the process. But if you see, this is not a this way. I hope you understood. It is not 100% safe, secure process because still IP address is unknown. IP address is new for us, and that's the reason in Salesforce we don't use this option in the Salesforce project regularly because still the option is not 100% safe and secure. People are able to log in still. People are able to log in still into your account, and that is the risk. That is the risk. So we don't use this in the real-time project. If we don't use this in the real-time project, then do we need to focus on this topic? Only for exam point of view, only for that 1 mark. Otherwise, I would have not recommended you this topic. This is part of that exam. That's why I gave you this information that IP address restriction how to give. Suppose you join a company where CEO is looking for a kind of 100% safe and secure process environment. Will you use this feature? No, you will not use this feature because it's not 100% safe and secure. It has a loophole of that OTP system. Okay, that's why. Next. After that, let me tell you, if you want a very good safe and secure scenario, then in this case, which feature we should be using if you want a kind of a safe and secure scenario, then which feature to use? So that feature we are going to see after 3-4 days. Nothing to worry. After 3-4 days, we are going to see this scenario. At that time, you will automatically understand. Nothing to worry. Next. Okay, now guys, one more thing. Right now, whatever IP address knowledge we have, if we apply that IP address knowledge, then tell me it is going to impact whom? Entire company or only limited people? This kind of pattern of IP address setting is going to be impacting what we mentioned in that setting. It's for all or it's for limited people? Good, it's for all. We never mention that this setting should be only for account department. This should be only for finance department. We just simply said anyone from the company. We just simply said anyone from the company side would like to log in. Then look at this. They have to go through this policy. Let me just show you in the left hand side. Access. So if you see, we never mention which department, which country, nothing like this department from this country, like nothing. Just we given this as a name, but that is not important. That's just description. But did I mention only these 5 people, only this 10 people, only this 20? No. So this area is useful to impact on everyone. You can add any IP address, and it will make a rule that anyone in the employee, anyone from the company going to log in, they must have this IP address. Simple, straightforward. So this is a kind of a company level impact. Here we are not saying that these rules are only for few people and remaining entire company can log in with any IP address. No, we never can do like this here. It's for everyone. And please note, this one is not 100% safe and secure. But if you want 100% safe and secure scenario, then instead of working on company level, you have to work on a setting which is at profile level, which you will see after 3-4 days. That is 100% secure. Yes, that is 100% secure, but this one is not. This one is not. So I will recommend you to use that feature in the office, which I'm going to teach you after 3-4 days. Next. And by the way, what is profile and all these things we are going to see in future. By the way, here, let me tell you one more internal algorithm of Salesforce in next 2 minutes. So sometimes you will see, even though you enter correct ID and password, then also Salesforce will ask you to verify again one more time that you are the right person, you are the account holder, you are the right person. You might have seen this kind of things while using net banking account, while doing any kind of transaction or login. It may ask you, tell me what is your childhood friend name, what is your first school, what's your first mobile brand, etc. etc. I hope you might have seen this kind of thing in the school days. So please note, same kind of thing here also happens. Sometimes Salesforce will not verify you properly, and it will ask you for a verification question or OTP or anything. And why I'm telling you this, because sometimes client will call you that why it's asking me OTP, why it's asking me for verification, by assuming it's your mistake. They will assume it's because of your mistake this is happening. So let me tell you few important things which is related to internal algorithm of Salesforce. In other words, some important considerations which can help you to speak with the client when they are saying why it's verifying me again and again. First, you can tell your client, sir, as soon as you are going to change the browser and location, if something is new found to Salesforce, it will ask you for double verification, or it may ask, even though your laptop is regular but location is changed, it may ask for double verification. Next, next you can say, sir, if customer is using incognito mode of browser to hide the history of browsing, then also this will happen. Incognito mode. By the way, those who are not aware what is incognito, remember, for safe and secure browsing, doing banking transactions, or while logging to office login or net banking, we use this mode of the browser. Anyways, it's not part of Salesforce. So you can Google about this and explore what is incognito mode if you are not aware. I just give you the overview. Remaining you can explore in the internet. That when customer is using incognito mode, at that time also verification code will come into the picture. Next, after that, one more scenario for you. If someone, let's say you got a IP address of one of the employee, you entered into the system, you entered into the system, and the person can log in. But later, you removed the IP address, assuming now the person cannot log in. Please note that's not going to happen. Salesforce will still allow the person to log in, which is quite surprising, right? Because in the past, your system became familiar to Salesforce. And that's why next time it will not ask you for verification code. Please note. So initially IP address was present, person could log in. Later we removed the IP address. Then also person is able to log in because Salesforce verified that device, verified that system. The system became familiar to Salesforce. Because in the past, once your system made entry into Salesforce by single or double verification, Salesforce will capture your IP address, your system details like browser, MAC information, device details. By using anything like this, Salesforce will next time identify you, and even though IP address is not matching, it will allow you. This is a problem. This is a problem. And guys, no company CEO would like to have such kind of system. No company CEO would like to have such kind of system in their company. And that's why remember, we don't use all these features in the Salesforce project, that network access and all. We guys don't use, it's very problematic, it's risky, it is problematic. Next. And the problem is we can't change the internal algorithm of Salesforce. Okay. So we have to understand all these things, where the problem can happen, what issue can happen, and that's it. Next. And that's why we don't prefer network access. We use some other features, which you will come to know in upcoming days. So the way those algorithm things, the internal setting or algorithm of Salesforce, we have seen it's not in our control. We can't change it. They're not in our control and we cannot change it. So please note, we just accept it, this fact, and we move on, right? So same way, all the freshers in the session with age 23, 22, please note, in your professional life also, you will find such kind of situations, strange people, their mindset or internal algorithm, which can disturb you in the office politics and all, doing cheap politics at the work, discrimination, groupism, or someone said bad about you, someone that insulted you in front of everyone, all going to happen in your professional life. So you also understand it's their algorithm problem and accept and move on. It's not changeable and just move on. Otherwise, overthinking will make you problem. Your entire day will be wasted in overthinking. Next point. This is the Dell interview question. How to work on IP address range if employee is regularly traveling? Try if you are IT person in 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Tell me guys, what is the answer? Good. Now let me tell you the answer guys. If someone is regularly traveling in your office and he is going to log into Salesforce, today this hotel, tomorrow that hotel, today this city, tomorrow that city, definitely then you cannot keep on asking him the new IP address of every hotel and enter into Salesforce because that is practically not a good solution. So then in this case, what we do in the IT company in Salesforce project, we use a concept called as VPN, Virtual Private Network. So this is not part of Salesforce responsibility. This will be done by networking people in your company. This will be done by networking people. So you don't worry about this. Please note, networking people will create a VPN, and by VPN we can log into Salesforce. So now the traveling person needs to only connect to VPN, the frequently traveling guy. That's it. Just connect to VPN and log in. That's it. Okay. So answer is VPN, but the problem is we cannot do that. It's not Salesforce skill. It's a networking skill. So the company in which you are working, the networking people can do it. Also, let me tell you one interview question of Facebook, which came in the last round of interview, which came in the last round. The question was, the interviewer said that imagine the your Salesforce admin in the office, and imagine the CEO of the company, Mark Zuckerberg, called you on your phone and said, now see guys here, this is all situation based. This is scenario based. And in the interview, they do this quite often. For example, why see here how they create the scenario. Even though Facebook is using Salesforce, but then also why CEO will call Salesforce admin. He may call to project manager, delivery manager, or section manager. But still, this kind of scenarios they intentionally create in the interview so that a kind of a question can be created with some complications. So remember, this kind of things will happen with you also in the interview. So the interviewer said, imagine CEO called you. He said, and by the way, you verified his mobile number and that CEO's number only in your company's software. You saw that it's CEO number. So no doubt he's CEO. He said, I'm on the airport. I have to log into Salesforce urgently, but it's giving me error. Maybe because I'm on airport, I'm using airport Wi-Fi. See, after 10 minutes, I have to board a flight and it's a long journey. So before that only, I have to do some work in Salesforce. Otherwise, we'll have $1 million of loss. So do something and immediately allow me to log in. At the same time, he said, at the same time, the CEO said, my mobile battery is almost 1%, so mobile will be off after this call. Next is my email account and all is not working, so don't try to email also. And now tell me, the interviewer said, so now the CEO is going to log in after some time. Now, how you will allow him to log in without any difficulties? Please note, here you can see intentionally all the areas have been closed for you. You might have seen, okay, I will call to CEO. Okay, I will send email to CEO for some further guidance. But you can see now there is no communication. No communication. That's it. Phone disconnected. Now what you will do in this case? Please note you think on this scenario and tell me the answer in the next session. And before that, you try your best and see how you can solve this. Please note, for giving best performance on such kind of complex interview and big package companies, we have seen a very good solution which worked for our ex-student doing some short-term Salesforce job. You also check in your network, brother, sister, friend, relative, family, anyone from IT company using Salesforce, anyone in the IT company using Salesforce software. Try to see if they can allow you to work on their projects for few days. I will not say few days, but few months, minimum 2 months. It will give you amazing results. See guys, you are doing 10 courses of Salesforce that has less value as compared to just 10 days of actual work in the IT company using Salesforce software, because actual work is always better than any kind of courses. You will get job level understanding, how the market works, how the industry works, and this way, same thing our student did in the past. Got very good package, multiple offers, 6 offers, 8 offers, 10 offers, 80 lakhs, 1 crore, 1 crore 20 lakhs kind of package in India. Please note this point. So do try such kind of short-term job. It will give you amazing benefits for your career. And those who are saying no such connection, please note, try for a few days by your own. And finally, Interlogic will try to provide you such facility. If you don't have any network, more details about this in future. But first, you try in your own. No, now guys, now let's go for next level of security, external security. We use this mostly after IP address setting activation. Not that much famous in the interview, but useful for job. Why? Okay, see, let me tell you. Understand first of all why to use activation. Many times in the office, you will get a project which is already done partially by other company, but because of some issue, payment issue or terms and conditions, that project came to your company. And this also happened quite regularly in the market because of payment was very high here. Client said, let me work with this company like this. So with this format also, Interlogic got so many projects where other company charged them high. Interlogic charges they found very good. They given the project to us. This kind of business also happen in the market. Anyway, so if the project was done by other company, they did not maintain the IP address rules and regulations properly. Anyone is logging, anyone is log out, anyone is using Salesforce system by any IP address, then this topic is useful. How? Okay, let me tell you. First of all, in the left hand side in the setup, you just type activations. You will see only one option. Wait, activation. This one. You will find only one option. After that, as soon as you log in, it's going to show you what things, what all the users are logging to Salesforce, what all the IP addresses they have used, and so on. So now you can see here, you will find out all the IP addresses which people are using. In that, you may surprise that such IP addresses are also present which is not authenticated. So you select that entry and press on remove button. That's it. Here, this activations will show you that what all the IP addresses Salesforce is trusting right now. Salesforce is considering these IP addresses are good. There is no problem. And this is happening because your previous company did not properly apply the security. So in that case, do we use activations regularly? No, we use very rarely. This option we use very, very rarely. And especially we use this when the project is coming from other company to your company. At that time, we especially use this. Then we see here what all the IP addresses are mentioned. Activations means what all the IP addresses are trusted by Salesforce. Salesforce is considering these all IP addresses are trusted one. Then you see all the IP addresses, whatever new and unknown IP address you see, check that, check that and remove. That's it. Check and remove. That's it. So this is for removing the unknown IP addresses. And this is something telling you again one more time why you should go for profile level IP setting, not the network access, because you can see there are so many loopholes in the network access. Okay, otherwise this kind of problems will not happen. Login to activation, remove unwanted IP, all this happening because the network access is not a safe and secure option. Next, after that, let's go for the interview. Let me talk about one important thing for your job. See, whenever you are going to see IQ, CQ, JQ in this program, remember as told in the demo, we are going to help you this exclusive pattern with our exclusive pattern of teaching as told in the demo. So, if I tell you something with the name IQ, remember it's for your interview. If JQ, remember it's for your job. And CQ, remember it's for your certification. Interview, job, and certification. So you can understand whenever I'm telling anything, what is related to what. Let's talk about one more external security approach, password reset. This will help you to reset the password of employee in your company. See, one of the main reason why we reset the password is we have found that the password is compromised. In your company, the password is compromised. People are people are aware about each other's password. Please note, password is a very sensitive data. Forget about your colleagues. We don't even share our password to the managers. Even though they are your managers, then also we don't share the passwords. That's why this feature becomes very useful. Whenever you realize in your Salesforce project, people are aware with each other's password. So what to do in this case? See, in that case, go to setup. After that, expire all password, click, select this checkbox and save. That's it, done. What will happen because of this? Every single person in your company will have the impact now, will face the impact because of this. How? Now let me tell you how. First of all, let's say you did this kind of activity. You selected that checkbox and you saved. So right now, all the employees, all the users in Salesforce in your office, they will have no impact. Everything will go fine. But when they come back with new session, new login, next time again they try to log in, then Salesforce will say your password is expired, enter new password, enter old password. The way you might have seen this kind of thing hundreds of times on the internet or net banking, where it will tell you, tell me your old password, new password, and then you can log into that software. Okay, so this is how it works. And please note, this is generally used for emergency cases. When some unknown, unplanned situation came and you realize password is compromised, people know each other's password, then you can use this feature and reset the password and let everyone use new password. It's a kind of a manual process. Emergency cases, for emergency cases. And suppose if you want automatic way, then wait for 2 3 days. You will come to know about one automatic way also. You will come to know about automatic way also. Now, I have a question for you. What is the meaning of automatic and whatever, or what is the meaning of well planned and emergency situation? Question number one. Let's say every 2 months, your company wants to reset the password every 2 months. Tell me, it is planned work or urgent work? It's a well planned work or urgent work? Yeah, it's a well planned work. So in that case, you use profile level password setting. Okay. Now another scenario. CEO realized password of company employee is compromised after the trade show event in the office. He wants to change password. So it's some kind of urgent emergency work or it's a well planned work. It's an emergency work. It was not planned. It's not a planned thing. Every month we are going to reset the password. It's not like that. Some a program happen, event happen, and in this case, please note, then management realized password compromise. Nothing was planned. So now in this case, you should use expire all password. Expire all password. Okay, please note. So well planned process, profile level password. Urgent process, expire all password. This information is going to be helpful for you in the admin, app builder, associate exam. Remember, this is like how expire all password works. They just wanted to know how this concept will impact the user. So in the exam, they will ask you related question. So user ABC logged in and working on Salesforce. Then suddenly what happened? Admin did the password reset. What will happen? This sub question they may ask. First of all, it will not hamper the ongoing logged in person. Means someone is logged in, someone is doing the work, and Salesforce is kicking out the person. No, it's not like going to happen like this. Next time, when user is trying to log in with a new session, new login, then Salesforce will ask ID and password. Please know. Remember the word new session or next time when he logs in. Remember this word. So, when the work is going on, it's not going to disturb when the work is going on. Next, by the way, one 50 second or 60-second information for you about exam. Very small information because during the training, generally we don't do any discussion about the exam or future activity like resume issue, career gap issue, mock interview, or for example, something like LinkedIn account guidance, etc. That we do when the right time will come. Or not working, non-working person, how to get calls. Anyways, that all the things step by step we do. In one-to-one communication after the training completion. But one small information I'm going to tell you right now about the exam because just we discussed something about exam. So please note, after training, you need to check your country's market, your age, your background, and as per that, see if exam is needed or not. In this case, any confusion, then you can mail me whenever you want. Because all depends on your country's market and company to company, different process. Example, let's say IBM is hiring some Salesforce people. They have, let's say, they have 10 openings, for example. And on the table, they have, let's say, 20 resume. IBM has 10 jobs of Salesforce. On the table of HR, there are 20 resume. In that, 10 are certified and 10 are not certified. Obviously, HR will not waste the time on non-certified people because for the same position, for the same salary, if they are getting certified people, then why they will go for non-certified people? So once your learning is over, contact us and we'll check your background or mail me and as per that we will help. And then we will give you a personalized roadmap including your exam plan, needed or not. Ultimately, we need to make HR or hiring company happy. If they are happy, then only interview, then only job. So they should be happy. And those people who understand that company is decision maker, not your trainer, not Interlogic, not you, not your friend, not your parents, not your relatives. Ultimately, company is decision maker who is going to hire you. They get lots of benefit because they always work as per the company's expectations. Because they work as per company's expectation, and those who behave like a stubborn person, those who always listen to their relatives, friends, seniors, and don't change themselves as per the company's expectation, they remain jobless for many months. They apply for hundreds of jobs, but no result. because they never work as per the company's expectations. The hiring company, TCS, Cognizant, Infosys, etc. And one more thing, to after this, let me tell you one more thing. To get the success in exam, three things will help you, by which, by this combination, our ex-students crack 3 to 4 exam also, as I told in demo. First, you need to focus on recent exam questions, plus training knowledge, and plus your hands-on. So, right now you focus on hands-on. In future, whenever you plan exam, contact us for recent exam questions or dumps or practice questions. Depend on availability, we will send you. Even after getting job for advance exam, you can contact us. Depending on availability, we will send you practice questions. Next, next. Now this is the Coca-Cola interview question. You have to answer this in 10 seconds. Please proceed. You try. Now let me tell you the answer. First of all, you can say the problem is this is a manual process. Second problem, you can tell it's a company level setting. Means I want to do some setting for 5 people, 2 people, 3 people. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Let's say the password problem happened for Australia branch. So I'm okay to change the password of all those 5 people from Australia. But when I do this setting, it's going to change the password of people in India also, America also, China also. This is making problem. So for all this, solution is profile level password setting, which you will come to know very soon. So guys, remember one interesting summary of expire all passwords. So see, this feature works at company level, but we can also do department level by profile, which is our future topic. And also we can do this by user management, that's also future topic. For a single person also can change the password, but in future. Now let's talk about audit trial, which is a hybrid mode of security, because here we get the advantage of internal and external both security. Here we get Here we get advantage of internal and external both security. That's why you can say kind of hybrid security. Multiple benefit security. Now try to understand what is that. See, first of all, understand in your job, once you become a senior person, you will not only take care of your daily work, but also you will keep watching on others' work, especially junior, what they are doing, how they are doing. You will do this regularly in the office. And please note, at that time, this feature will be useful because Salesforce market is famous for work from home job opportunities also. So many people are working from home. So at that time, it was going to be helpful for you. What they are doing, how your juniors are working, what your juniors are doing, etc. etc. You have to regularly keep a watch. At that time, this feature will help you in Salesforce. Next, so what this feature will give you and what kind of benefits we are going to get, we'll talk about that in the next session. And remember that tomorrow, that is tomorrow is 31, right? Yeah, 31 December. So I will be in the journey, and that's why there will be no session. I had a plan to take it in the evening. I had a plan to take it in the evening because of the morning skip I want to take in the evening because I don't celebrate this or any kind of activity of 31st December. But then I realized you guys might be celebrating. Then why to disturb in that? So we will take no session. Otherwise, in the evening, I would have taken. My journey will be over by evening. But anyways, you guys might be celebrating. That's why no session tomorrow. Directly, we are going to meet day after tomorrow. Okay. So let's close the session.